What's happening, everybody? I'm about to run up Echo Mountain with my buddy Jeff, and we're gonna wrap up my ankle. He's got some amazing tape he's gonna put on there to get my Achilles supported as we go up this climb. So what do we have here?
I've been trying a lot of different tapes, and this is probably the best one I've come across. It's called Strength Tape. It's the official tape of Ironman. Ooh, so hey, you know, sexy. But it actually really sticks quite well. And this is actually just a box of pre-cut strips, but I buy it in bulk and use it myself quite a bit, cut my own size strips and everything. But for the Achilles, this will be a good size strip for you. And then we'll start it about there. So you rub it in, rub it pretty well. And you do that again after you've applied the whole thing, but try not to touch the tape.
As I do it?
Slightly flexed, yeah. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm putting some stretch into the tape. So you bend around here, come up. Not the full stretch, but you know, maybe 70-80% stretch. Yep. You get into the creases here. And then we take the tension off at the top. Looks like it creased a little bit too much there.
Oh, that's good.
We could do a second piece as well if we want. You're not limited to one. And then you rub it to have the glue stick.
Jeff was saying that one of the main benefits of this tape is that it gives you the support of a compression sock without the compression, so you're not reducing the blood flow. Getting support, not reducing the blood flow.
It actually enhances the blood flow, so they say. So you know, I haven't personally done the research, but it sure feels good when it's on. So, and you feel that support. I've got it on my adductors right now, and I wouldn't want to have a whole thing wrapped around my leg, but I feel like I do. This is giving me the support of the adductors and keeping the vibration down when I'm coming down the hill. It minimizes the vibration. Strength tape.
StrengthTape.com. Okay, let's do this thing.
I think that's the... According to the sign, it's 2.5 miles up.
Okay.
So,
wow.
Somewhere on the other side of that. Can't really see the top from here.
Always like in California, how you can see the trails cutting through the mountains.
Right, you see the people.
Because it's so arid here, whereas in Vermont, you'd never know there was a trail there because of all the trees. Ooh, you can see the trail up there too. So you can see the switchbacks. Awesome, let's do it. Is this our first trail run ever?
This is cool, man. First time I've ever trail run with you. I've run with you before, but not trail run. And trail running is something you told me about and that I got into because of you.
Now, when we first met, you were a cyclist and you thought all the trail running stuff I did was kind of crazy.
I thought it was nuts. I still do, but now I'm one of those people that's doing it. So we're still nuts, we're just running trails.
And where were you the last weekend? What did you do?
Friday I did the US Bank climb, and then Saturday I flew to Utah to race the Trail Nationals, Xterra Trail Nationals.
So Jeff, as I've gotten older, I've noticed that I need more of a warm-up in my races and in my training, especially vertical stuff like this.
Right.
What's your experience?
I would concur. When I started stair climbing, which was almost 8 years ago now, did not really warm up, just went in the building and climbed. Now I need a warm up. Same with the trail running. Gotta have the warm up, or the experience is just not gonna be as good.
So how long of warm up do you like now?
Probably 10 to 15 minutes is ideal. Maybe longer, but at least that. How about you?
I'd say anywhere from 15 minutes to half an hour. Like especially the harder the workout or the longer the race.
Right.
The more of a warm up I need.
That makes sense.
Like right here, the first 15 minutes of this run, I'm gonna be dragging. But then I'll warm into it.
Then we'll be to the top.
Yeah. Jeff, what did you think of the trails in Utah versus here in California?
Oh, for one thing, it's nice to run on damp, wet trails. Something I don't get enough opportunity to do out here. Also, there's more variability in the terrain, which I already like about trails. That's why I don't like running on the asphalt, because it's just boring. For trails, you have to really watch where you're going, watch your footing, be engaged. But even more so in the Utah trails, I really noticed how treacherous it was, but yet that's what makes it exhilarating and fun too.
Yeah, I find in Vermont with all the rocks and roots, it forces me to get present.
Right.
And really focus instead of my thoughts just wandering.
Exactly.
So you really get to experience the terrain more, because you don't have a choice. You'll trip if you don't.
And then even sometimes I didn't fall, but I had a couple close calls, and that's just fun to me. It's like, whoa, I saved that.
Wakes you up.
And you never really want to fall, but when it does happen, that gets you grounded too. You're like, okay, I was not focusing enough.
Yep, wake up, time to get present.
Where that root came out and got me. Sometimes you wonder, things pop out of the ground. You swear they do, that wasn't there before. But yeah, it just keeps you engaged.
So you mean I couldn't be like looking backwards, holding a camera?
Like you are now?
Running on a cliff edge like we are right now?
Oh, yeah. Show the other side. Yeah.
There's a steep drop off there.
Tim's running backwards here. Film me, all right, let's go up.
Yeah, you can see the drop off here. It's pretty damn steep.
That is one of my favorite ones. If we had more time, I would take you up that today. I wish I had thought of it.
Yeah.
Now we're actually higher than the hotel ruins, just a little bit.
Look at this. These big boys going up over 6,000 feet up here. Mount Wilson, Mount Disappointment, I forget the other names. So these are the San Gabriel Mountains.
San Gabriel's, yep.
And over there are the Verdugo Mountains.
Right.
And then you have the Los Angeles Basin right there. Pasadena in the foreground.
I don't remember what year it was. I just planted my foot in there and was like, oh, that ain't coming out. The ridge of it.
So what are the ruins we're looking at?
Well, this is the top of Echo Mountain. This was a hotel back in the early 1900s that burned down. They rebuilt it, and then it burnt down again. I guess lightning was pretty prevalent up here at certain times of the year, and it caught fire, burned down, and they never rebuilt it the third time. So.
It's a good 100-foot drop and no trail left.
Yeah, you can zigzag it or just slingshot it.
Whoa, shit, right into a yucca. Whoa. That is steep. Oh my God. Oh. That is some steep ass terrain. You're about to. Oh my God, I almost went off.
Careful here. Big drop off.
Ooh, nice big drop. Whoa! Yeah. Probably shouldn't be filming right there. Okay, this is sketchy. Oh, my arm's all.
This is probably the gnarliest part. I mean, although we've done some stuff. It's actually, the first time down this, it's like, whoa, but it's really not that big a drop.
Yeah, well, there's a good 150-foot drop right there.
Yeah, to the left, it's not good, but
yeah.
I don't like to feel insecure on this section anymore.
Yep. Well, you would fall to your death right here.
I can just stay close to the wall and I'm good.
Yep. Ah, it's hard to do this with one hand and trying to film.
I thought you put it away.
No, I'm filming.
Another zigzag section. Catch those rocks in the roll. Yeah.
Rock and roll, baby. That's what this is.
Somebody redid this. This is really,
oh my God, these are the tightest switchbacks I've ever seen.
No, it was really messed up about a month ago. Be careful here. We'll slide into about a 200-foot drop over here.
Okay.
You don't want to go into this kind of drop.
Well,
Woo!
yeah. There's a drop to your death right there.
Tight one in right. As we were coming down that descent, and pretty much all day today, I think I said it earlier, but this is the first time I've done a trail run with you. And I want to thank you, Tim, profusely. Thank you for getting me into this sport, because I didn't really know about trail running before. I'd heard of it, but because of you, meeting you at the stair climbs, back in 08, you told me about trail running and mountain running, and I didn't really engage in it at first, but I eventually got into it. And it's because of you that I do this. And this is the most fun I ever have, is when I'm out on the trails. It's the best. So thank you, Tim.
Awesome, man. Well, hopefully now it's because of you. Because you realize how amazing this is.
Yeah.
Changed my life, and it sounds like it's changing yours.
I'm happiest when I'm on the trails.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is it. There's nothing better, right?
There's nothing better. Woo! It's narrow.
We just finished that run. I've got 3 hours and 11 minutes, but we did stop a little bit. What do we have for distance?
9.7 miles.
Okay, 9.7 miles. My longest run in probably a year.
Wow.
The way that I train my body to go without water, and I train my body to go without food. So it's a pretty hot day. Jeff was here to witness it. Didn't bring any water, any food with me.
I kept offering him mine and he didn't want it. The guy's a camel.
You have to adapt your body to go through. If you want to do really well in a race, a long race, challenging conditions where it's hot, train your body to go without water, train your body to go without food. I've been out here for 3 hours and 11 minutes without either. In Southern California, it's not cool, and I feel great. I'm a little bit thirsty now. I'm starting to get a little thirsty, but my body is in perfect shape. I'm not undercarbed, as people tell me. I had 100 calories for breakfast. I had a big banana. That was it. That's all I had. And good to go. No problem powering up the hills. Coming down, foot coordination, you really need to be on point mentally to manage the terrain on the downhill. No problem. So it's all about training your body to fat adapt, to conserve resources, to conserve water, conserve glycogen, burn fat really efficiently. And that's how you do well in a long race. It's not about constantly feeding yourself, because then your body has a crutch that it's using. And what happens when you don't get the water, when you don't get the food? Everything falls apart.